Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, hut, H again. Now watch one. Come on, let's walk. Right, 36, 33.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8 read. X3. 218. Chop. 5.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. Go to base. I got him. Undercross.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check 37.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Dobbins trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 16.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the double. Mike 57. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. The quick slant caught. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2.
On second and goal, Jackson eluding the... And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Off play action. Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. Have the ending. No chance. Set up.
On first down, Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
57 to Mike.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Slam. Press on. Fire ball. Let it go.
Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. They had a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Off the play fake. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. You never read. Let's go, baby. Yes. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Herbert. This is caught by Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ready. Go! Go!
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the pass.
Go!
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Exit. Now.
52.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Herbert across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Allen, the intended receiver. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Freeman. And an alley run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, shoot.
Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ready?
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get that quarterback.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Check 50. Check. Crunch.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. as his guys are in for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Herbert. He completes this to Sutton. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mike 54. Me and you all day. I'm coming out. Yeah. Right there. 54. Right up.
Off the play fake. Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
The Chargers' 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go.
From the gun, Herbert. Caught by Allen. 23 yards on the play.
61. Matchbox lights.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Hey.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw. Herbert to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Freeman again. Freeman a first down and more. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, wahoo! 54, right there. 50.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 71 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from any.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. That throw into the arms of Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st down, Chargers.
Ready? 18, Gator. Check, walk 54, walk 54. I'm here all day. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back to throw. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He's going deep for... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Check.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.